Who will finish in the Premier League top 6 by the end of the season? That's what I'm going to be predicting today. Arsenal just battered Tottenham 4-1. I watched it. It was a brilliant game, except for that one Declan Rice mistake. But anyway, I decided that I'm going to predict the top 6 come the end of the season. All right, let's go. Starting off with 6th place, I have Chelsea on 63 points. Chelsea are going to lose to Arsenal. They're going to tie with Aston Villa. They're going to beat Newcastle, beat Everton, tie with Man City, tie with Manchester United, beat Brighton, beat Forest, lose to Liverpool, beat Spurs. And on the final day of the season, I have Sunderland beating Chelsea. Yes, Sunderland will do the double over Chelsea this season. Chelsea are definitely a good team, but they are so inconsistent at times. But I'm sorry, Chelsea fans, but there will be no Champions League for you next season. In 5th place with 69 points, I have Aston Villa. Yes, Aston Villa are currently 3rd place with 51 points, but I see them kind of slipping and falling down to 5th place. So I think Aston Villa will beat Wolves, they'll tie with Chelsea, lose to Manchester United, I think they'll tie with West Ham, they'll beat Nottingham Forest, beat Sunderland at home, they'll draw with Fulham, beat Spurs, beat Burnley, and then lose to Liverpool, and then on the final day lose to Manchester City. From a Villa perspective, 69 points is still a great finish in a Premier League season. In 4th place with 69 points, I have Manchester United. Yes, I have Manchester United getting 4th place, edging out Aston Villa on goal difference. I think they will beat Everton tomorrow. They will also beat Crystal Palace, but then they will lose to Newcastle away from home. They will beat Aston Villa. They'll draw with Bournemouth. They'll beat Leeds United, draw with Chelsea, beat Brentford, although it will be a tough game. And then at home, they'll beat Liverpool, and then they'll lose to Sunderland, and then they'll beat Forest, and on the final day of the season, I have them drawing with Brighton. So yes, I do have Manchester United back in the Champions League next season. This season will definitely be an improvement for Manchester United, but if you noticed or not, in the Premier League, I did not have them winning 5 games in a row, so that guy wouldn't be able to get a haircut still. In 3rd place with 73 points, I have Liverpool. Currently sitting in 6th place, what has seemed like an absolutely disaster of a season won't be as bad as it once may have seemed, because I think they will crawl up to 3rd place over Manchester United, Aston Villa, and Chelsea. Yes, they invested massively over the summer, signing Ugo Ekitike, Milos Kerkez, Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, and more. And even though those signings didn't work out at the start, Liverpool are clawing their way back. They're currently on a win streak, and I think they will continue that by beating West Ham, beating Wolves, beating Tottenham, beating Brighton, beating Fulham, and then drawing in the Merseyside derby with Everton, and then continuing with a win against Crystal Palace, and then losing to Manchester United, but following that up with a win against Chelsea, and then a win against Aston Villa, and finally a win against Brentford. So Liverpool will be in the Champions League again next season. Now it's that time you've all been waiting for. Who do I have winning the Premier League? Yeah, I have Arsenal winning the Premier League on 87 points, and Manchester City in 2nd place with 85 points. You can call me biased, you can call me a bandwagon. I've been watching football since 2019 and supporting Arsenal since 2019 when we had David Luiz and Socrates as our center back partnership. This is my first ever Arsenal jersey. Look how small it is. Yeah, it's completely wrecked now. But anyways, let's first talk about Manchester City. I have them on 85 points, obviously. I have them beating Leeds United, beating Nottingham Forest, beating West Ham, beating Crystal Palace, but then drawing 2 in a row to Chelsea and Arsenal. And then I have them winning out after that against Burnley, Everton, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa on the final day of the season. And so 1st place, I have Arsenal. I have us beating Chelsea at home, and then beating Brighton, beating Everton, beating Bournemouth, and then drawing with Manchester City. And then after that, I have us beating Newcastle, and then I have us drawing with Fulham. You know, Fulham can always be sneaky on their day. And then I have Arsenal winning out against West Ham, Burnley, and Crystal Palace. But anyways, guys, that is going to be the video. I do have Arsenal winning the Premier League. Finally, share your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who do you think is winning the league? Who do you think is getting into the Champions League? Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time.